Social music talk. Deftones. You are the one who turned me on to Deftones like 6 years before they were signed, or maybe 4 years before they were signed. Because
I think it was our Sound of Sacramento thing that got them noticed,
Cool.
or the other way
Sound.
around got us to notice them.
Yeah, either way, we were working together. Like in '92, you and I started hosting that show, and they were one of the first bands we played on there off cassette.
Yeah. I think I still have that cassette.
But it was you who told me about them, and you brought them to the show. And they had kind of a different sound back then, I think. More like a Chili Peppers sound, maybe?
And I think for the time that at which when they came out at that particular time is why they were able to make the kind of headway that they did it, because the Chili Peppers had already established that sound, but they took it a step further and made their own mark on it. And especially being a local band, being as great as they were doing that, really it really wasn't hard for us to help them get across the line. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, their first singles, I started to play them, and one of the first in America to play them of all the alternative stations because they were from Sacramento. The songs were like 7 words and Bored, and they were really hard-edged songs, but I would not have played them if it weren't Deftones, you know what I mean? But because they were a local band, I said, yeah, I'll play them. And when I met Chino, the singer, Chino Marino, he did not know back in '96 that Quad was even playing them. The label didn't even tell them. This was Madonna's label, Maverick. And he had no idea that Quad had added them and was one of the first stations in America to play them and had put them on the musical map. And he was blown away when I was telling him that. He goes, wow, I thought Quad would never play that because it's, more mainstream, or that's how he put it. And what he meant by that is more like melodic, like a regular pop type rock, traditional sounding, almost top 40, but alternative, more mainstream type music.
Yeah.
And his stuff was definitely out there in a whole different dimension. And I love all the stuff they've put from 2000 on. It's been a lot more surreal for me. That's what I like. But I still appreciate the fact that they got on the map with their sound the way they wanted to do it,
Yeah. And that's, you can only be, just 100% proud of something like that. Everything that they, accomplished, being hometown heroes in a way, but on a worldwide scale now,
Total. They've made millions. I mean, they're on...
Oh, yeah. I'd like to make millions.
Well, let's talk about your music, because we just happen to have the next song that's queued up to play just happens to be yours. And
that is an awesome thing.
That is awesome because, and I want to let you know, too, that I created a new website that made your song #1.
Wow, that is awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's called newpopculture.com, and that's new spelled N-U, popculture.com. This week, it's #1 on that chart.
Wow.
When you go to the homepage.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
And, yeah, we have the song coming up. Sam has it all queued up.
Roughly.
What's that?
When?
Oh, in about 2 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're just talking up the intro, kind of. We're giving it a little background. I know that. I know that you write a lot of stuff on. You have your own kind of website, I guess, with iHeart and Twitter, where you talk about song information. You update song information. So that's what we're doing with your song now. And so I want you to tell us about your new song, Thank You.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's funny, Alex, you've known me for a long time, man, personally, on a personal level, not just music and all this stuff, but, you and I go way back. You know that I've written a lot of music, a lot of songs, and actually in, more than just a few genres, from alternative rock to house music. Remember when I was doing the house music stuff, Alex?
Totally. That's That's some of the best house music I've heard.
Yeah,
would
thank
you,
you know?
would you consider
And,
Getting Higher house music?
I would consider that electronica, actually.
Okay. We want to play that if we could fit that in, but we also want to play Thank You in a couple minutes here as we talk about it.
Yeah, and I dig Getting Funky, too.
Yeah.
I
dig all of Morris's
Man,
songs.
a lot of great music, Morris, I tell you. I'm impressed.
Thank
Sam,
Thank you very much, man.
I gave Sam like a bunch of your stuff, and he's digging it, man.
Totally.
Wow. That is amazing.
Especially Thank You, and especially especially Thank You, and especially Feeling Higher. Those two songs should be top 10.
Getting Higher.
Oh, Getting Higher, sorry. What did I say?
Feeling Higher.
Oh, okay.
Same difference. Well, what did that mean?
It's all good.
Was that about getting higher spiritually?
You know, honestly, I would like to, be really, deep and spiritual and say, yeah, man, it's on a total spiritual level. Nah, man, I was drunk at the time, actually.
But
you know, and it's funny because all my friends at the time smoked a lot of pot. You know, they did a lot of weed and stuff.
Yeah,
and
like I did earlier.
I myself didn't do a lot of weed, but I drank a lot. You know, and I just when I'm around my friends, I don't want to judge anyone. I want everyone to get to whatever gets them to that place where we're all just, feeling great, having a great time together.
Feeling
whatever
groovy.
Floats your boat. It's feeling cool, feeling groovy, whatever it is.
Right on.
We'll get there. And that's what it's all about. It's just a feel good song about, man, you know what? The week is done, school is out, work is done. Let's go to a higher place and just be really cool, man, and that's all that song is about. I don't really have anything deep to sing about it.
Actually, that's what you did say was pretty deep. It blew my mind.
Okay.
You took me higher just from your words.
Okay, cool, man. Cool,
And we want to play that song. We want to fit that song on, but we want to also play Thank You. So let's talk about Thank You for a minute here. That's your new song that is sweeping the nation. Number one on
Sweeping the Nation.
newpopculture.com. Number one this week.
It's funny because I was just in a moment thinking about all the people in my life, my friends and people that are part of my journey to where I am today. And it's taken me, in my mind, a long time to get here. And in that time, it's taken me through a lot of obstacles, a lot of ups and a lot of downs, many downs. And throughout all that turbulence that I've been through, personally and professionally, my closest friends somehow have still been there with me. They did not cast me aside when there were times when maybe I should have been casted aside, or maybe they should have just kind of, that guy's not going to be anything at all. But, one day I woke up and I was thinking about one person in particular, Carl L., who I have a young kid kind of playing his part in the video for this song. But it wasn't just him. It was really, he was the first in 1984 that I met when I got to Sacramento, having moved there from Livermore and then San Diego. When I thought about all the people that had come into my life and even to this day have continued to be down with me, if you will, have continued to believe in whatever it was I was into and just didn't think I was some weird dude. Or maybe they thought I was some weird dude, but they still decided to make me their friend. And that's where the song kind of came together in less than 5-10 minutes when I wrote the entire song. That's why, to me, it sounds like a really short, simple song. But to me, it's about all my friends. When I'm saying thank you in this song, and I say, there you are, still waiting for me, it applies to Alex. It applies to you, man.
Well, thank you.
It applies
Seriously,
to my son.
Thank you.
It applies to family members. It applies to my wife. And because here I am, still trying to do whatever it is I'm trying to do as a musician, as an artist, as a radio broadcaster, as a TV personality, and all you guys are still down with me. And so the lyrics of the song just kind of came out all in one very short, not even a real recording session or writing session. I was just sitting there with my guitar and my bass guitar, actually, and that's what came out. And to say that it's dedicated to someone in particular makes it a bit more distant in my mind. It's just about
I got you.
I don't know, Alex and everybody that I've known
it's about
in the last 35 years.
It's about that society of friends who give and help each other, and kind of a community, a musical community.
A very personal musical community, though. It's not random in my mind.
Right.
In my mind, it's not random. You didn't just show up. You're not just jumping on right now. These are the people that have been down on a personal level for me, have been down with me since day one and have never forgotten me. And I appreciate that. And I thank you.
Thank you. And here's the song, Thank You, from Morris Knight.
I'm coming up and I'm rising to you. Fear me falling. I'm living up to impossible things. Feed the calling. And if it wasn't for all that you gave, and if it wasn't for all that you saved in me, death by the distance, hell like no other. Take all the sorrow inside and the shame and the pain. Still play, keep away, but nothing left to hide. Crazy how the clouds roll by, chasing another scene, nothing on my mind till I open my eyes and I see you still waiting for me. And I thank you. And I thank you. Love, take me there with full intention, just to hold you. Hearts double beating, these two arms that need you. And then I check my mistake, hear my son. You better dream of the stars at the moon. When death by the distance, hell like no other. She'll buy the sun in the sky, she'll cry the rivers of time. Still play, keep away, nothing left to hide. Crazy how the clouds roll by, chasing another scene, nothing on my mind till I open my eyes and I see you. Days in my look away, tears fall blind of you. Strange how you tend to amaze me. Change like the season, Lord knows you've been too kind. When I open my eyes and I see you still waiting for me. And I thank you, still waiting for me. And I thank you, still waiting for me.
Thank you, Morris Knight. Beautiful song. I love that song. That is so
Thanks,
awesome.
man.
That is my favorite
cool.
song, man.
You know what? I agree, man. That really grew on me. That's the third time I've heard it. The first time I heard it, I liked it. Second time, I thought it was groovy. Just now, man, I love that track.
Social music.